Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Hoy tenemos una sorpresita aquí recorriendo por Miami. Está Guy Vadley. We're going to be with the master of the mind right here, and I think it's going to be easier for him in English, so we'll go ahead in English. We're in Trump International Beach Resort here in Miami, and we just actually saw a spectacular show from Guy right here, so let's see how he feels. A little tired, huh? How are you?
Very good, Jenny. How are you? How are you?
The show was excellent. Congratulations. Let's have a seat.
Yes. Why not? It's good to see. You were sitting all the time. I was standing.
I know. You know what I realized? You have so much energy when you're doing the show that you give it out to everybody that's watching you. So that's how you keep it going.
Yeah, but it's like having one battery charging like 100 people, you know?
Yeah.
And here it's a small show. Can you imagine 2,000 people? But it's fun.
You've done that a lot of times, right?
Oh, yeah. Actually, in South America, we're doing a lot of tours, 2,800 people, 3,000, 1,500. So.
¿Dónde visitas? ¿Has estado en Latinoamérica? ¿En dónde?
En Panamá, Colombia, Venezuela, Chile, etcétera, etcétera.
Si están en Latinoamérica, cuando él vaya, tienen que ir a verlo. Es realmente excepcional.
Y mucho más.
And you're from Israel, correct?
Originally, yes.
And now where are you living? You're living
I
here?
live in Florida.
You like Florida better?
I love Florida. I don't know if better, Florida has so many Israeli and Jewish, it's like bigger, it's like more than in Israel.
Yeah, we have a mix of everything. We like to call it their international place.
Everything. I love it here.
That's why it's Trump International as well. So.
Yes. Yeah, it's a beautiful hotel, and actually the Trump International Beach Resort here, they wanted to bring the entertainment back to Miami. That's awesome. So we're here, beautiful hotel, they host a show, and it's not like doing shows only in Vegas. It's doing it here down in Miami. Miami is a beautiful city. They have so much tourists. Although I know now it's the low season, but
not for you.
Not for me. For me, people come in. But we do it here because there's so much to do here, and people at night want to do something different.
Yeah.
So guess what? You come to my show.
Now you're here July, and then that's it. When are you coming back?
I'm here in July, and then we talk about more dates. But that's for that you'll have to come to the website. masterofthemind.com/live masterofthemind.com/live or en español maestrodelamente.com.
You have the website in Spanish as well?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, that's very weird.
Yes,
all right, cool. Now, before you came on the show, I see that you have, a screen where you show a little bit of your past. You show a little bit of the shows that you've done, so everybody's warmed up, for what they're going to see.
Yeah, a little bit. People come in. Some people come an hour before. Some people come half an hour before. So we put a screen with and I did a lot of TV. So we put a lot of things so people get into the mood. People will know what I'm doing. Some people know who I am. Some people don't. So it's a lot of fun, I hope.
And one of the clips that I saw is that you said that when you were a little kid, you were a little bit, you said chubby. And you said that you were a little bit insecure.
I was obese, not chubby.
Well, I saw a picture. No, you weren't that bad.
I was very bad.
So is that was that true that you started this so you can prove people that you were special?
Yeah. I started because I was very fat, and when you're fat and obese as a kid, kids make fun of you. So what I did have is my personality and a lot of special abilities which I wasn't really aware of. Okay. And then I became an interest to my friends. So as an interest, I started to be the charming guy, the one who you can talk to, tell all your problems. I had a lot of girlfriends, but I didn't have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they
liked you because you were cool, and they didn't look at your image maybe so much.
They told me their problems all the time. They wanted the right suggestion. I didn't know. I guess good intuition. I don't know.
Were you good at it?
I guess so, because I had a lot of them.
And how do you feel now? Do you feel like you've reached your dream? You've reached your success?
Yeah, actually, it is. It was my hobby. I never had really a real job. I was a hobby, became my work, and I love what I'm doing. I love seeing people enjoy. I love seeing people laughing, because it's not just a mind-reading show when somebody is really serious, It's interesting, it's funny, and I hope that people go a little bit more informative, empowered, so they can really understand things, maybe do amazing things, If you go home and you bend the spoon, I'll be very happy.
I'll try it and I'll let you know. Please. And I learned it here. Actually, that's very good. Not too many people actually tell the audience how it's done or how you can act. And you're right. When you said something in the audience, you said there's no supernatural. It's just that everybody's born equal and you have to learn how to do it. So when did you learn that you had this gift?
I believe about 7 or 8. I started. it all happened as a, one thing led to another. I think the fact that I was fat, then I wanted to impress my friends, then I started to say things they were thinking and doing things from there. It's just a big ball that rolled and rolled and rolled, and here we are.
And it turned out great. It actually turned out really good.
Here we are at the tram. Thank you, Donald.
And it's a spectacular night, by the way. Do you remember what was the first thing that you ever did? Maybe like a kid when you were a little kid, or something where you realized that you had. What was it?
I had two things. Okay. One of them was the spoon.
Oh, that young?
But it wasn't. I didn't bend the spoon.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it was with the Geller on TV, and it happened to me through the TV. And then when I grew up, I started doing it myself in a different way.
What do you mean you did it through TV?
This day, a lot of time when I do live shows, I ask people at home to bring objects, and we try to do it through the TV, so people at home, not one, not two, thousands, millions, can do those things. But it happens only on live TV.
Oh, we should have done that then. Next time we're going to go live. Yeah.
Next time you go live.
So you did it through, when you were 7 years old, you did this, and what was the next step for you? Did you find somebody that tutored you through it, or did you just do it yourself?
I had a mentor, his name was Ronnie, and he didn't taught me how to do no magic and no other things. He taught me how to think. He said, what do you want to do? I said, well, this and this will be cool. Okay, let's think how we can do it. And then we started to be creative. I built my own props. It started from magic, and then it transferred into the mental abilities. The reality, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And today, as you can see in the show, it's all normal. It's all about the people.
Did you ever get maybe to a point where you were frustrated that things wouldn't work and you wanted to give up, or that didn't happen? Yeah, it happened?
Listen, there's never 100% success. There's always 90 plus, but the plus is good. And the 90 is thanks God.
So obviously it's hard for everybody when we start something. Would you have a message maybe to people that want to do something like you do?
Absolutely. First of all, always believe in what you do. Never underestimate yourself. The second thing is there's no limits to your imagination and your abilities. And always dream and always try. And don't ever say no to anything if it's human. And if you want to learn more, obviously you can follow me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Guy Bavli. Like the page, because I want to see you there. Everything is there. And or visit in the website, masterofthemind.com.
So what's next for you now? Just keep going the tour?
Oh, I love what I'm doing. We're going to do a few more shows here. We still talk about other dates. And I'm still touring. I'm traveling all the time.
But you're in LA a lot, right?
I'm in LA a lot. I'm everywhere a lot. I just been this month. I was in Israel. I was in Paris. I was in Denver, and I was in New York. 1 month.
Send greetings to Israel people.
שלום לכולם בישראל, ואיפה שאתם לא נמצאים, אני מאוד אוהב אתכם, מתגעגע אליכם. גיא בבלי.
He's making your country very proud, guys.
Very proud of my country. Y también para todos los latinos. Hola, y quiere mucho mira a ustedes en Sudamérica en mi next espectáculo. And also to the friends.
He's good.
I'm learning. I never learned. You learn in the streets, you go and you learn.
And you always travel with your family, of course, right?
Yeah, no, actually they're here. My daughter Shani and my son Roy, and we have another one, Eli, at home. And here's Shani over there. Sorry, I have lights in my face. And here's Rebecca, my PR, and my wife Tal.
They're your strength, I bet, right?
Strength. I love them all. I love you guys. Mwah.
So we would say, once again, that we are right when we say money's not the issue, it's family that counts, right?
Always, always, always.
Do you meditate?
Yes and no. I do it in a different way.
Okay.
I'm not... my meditation is not the normal one. You see, I'm an autodidact. I never went to school to learn what I learned, but I believe that if there was a diploma, I would probably be a doctor, maybe even a professor. Okay. But there is no diploma to what I do, unfortunately. So I'm officially uneducated.
No, I think you're right. In these type of things, you can't really go to school to do something, because if not, everybody would do the same thing.
You can. I learn a lot of psychology. I read a lot of books, psychology, physiology. But I work on my own techniques. I work on other things that you usually regularly think. Okay. If you think about this way, I go that way.
Well, not when you're reading their minds, right?
Yes, of course. I read.
Go the other way if they read something?
Always. Listen, you can go from New York to New Jersey, or from Miami to Fort Lauderdale, through this road or through the other road.
Yeah.
And it's exactly, if you remember, we had an example of this.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly the same thing. People think complicated. I think straight.
Do you think that a lot of people maybe sometimes like, well, yeah, another word for complicated, but chaos in this case?
People go in loops. And a lot of time when people are in trouble, they lose themselves and they grab anything that they can grab. That's also why I'm against psychics. I'm against people that will take you in trouble, ask for money, and give you silly advice. I'm very pro for people who will empower you and give you the belief in yourself so you can go and change yourself. You know, life has a lot of doors. It's up to you which door you're going to pick. Neither me or anybody else can tell you tomorrow go and you have to go left or right. Because everybody is human. I can tell you one thing, but I might be wrong. And I will change your entire future. So it's all about you.
You know what I think about psychics, actually, that you mentioned that? I think that you can maybe read somebody's future now, but in a couple of seconds, if you make another decision, then what you said, exactly.
Immediately.
I like him already. See, it's different when you're on stage, and it's different when you get to have a conversation with somebody because you get to know them. Go ahead, be my guest.
We don't have 3 hours.
No, but we have half, maybe.
No, but this is it is. You know, you have to think about your strengths and your limitations as well as a person. Don't try to dance if you're not a dancer, but try because you might dance better than you thought you did. You know, people cannot be somebody they are not, but they can be much better than what they are. And this is what I really believe. If people tell you, oh, I completely changed, very randomly. But they can improve a lot. They cannot completely change, but they can improve a lot. And that's what I believe. Work on yourself, work on your improvement, and be able always to look at yourself from the outside and judge yourself before you judge others.
Yeah, definitely.
Always.
It's easy to point a finger, you know, but it's not easy to look at ourselves and say what's wrong.
I point a lot of fingers. I go like that. This is the finger.
Well, you only got 10, so not too many.
It's enough.
All right, so what do you do before you get it on stage? Do you practice something, or do you relax? Do you take some time, going back to meditation in this case? Or
it's not about meditation. I try to focus. I'm trying just to sit down for at least 10-15 minutes. Try not to think about anything. Do my breathing and just come focus. As you saw in the show, it's not really planned. If you come to another show, it will be a little bit different. Sometimes it's going to be a lot different. I just go with the flow. I go with the people. So I just try to be in focus. I never drink before I go on stage, and try to think what I'm going to do, and then let's go and do it. And whatever happened, happened.
do you think that sometimes the people that you pick, usually they're not used to being on stage? Do you think that makes them a little vulnerable, and you can read them better?
Absolutely, yes and no. Okay. I choose the people very seldomly and specifically. But in a lot of times, other people choose the people. So, as you saw in the show, because you want to make sure that people will not say, hey, he planned it before. Right. But nevertheless, I choose my material and how to do according to the personality of the person that sits next to me.
Now, you said something about energy. How do you think this will play into this? I mean, we all know that we are energy and everything around us is energy. Is that what you're doing? You're using energy around us into bending metal or into...
I'm using psychology to bring the energy out of people.
So you read energies, you would say, maybe?
Yes, I read energy, but I also know how to direct you as a person to bring the best out of yourself. As you can see in the show, it's not about me, it's about the people. Okay. A lot of things, I don't take the credit for. I give it to them. They did it. She bent the spoon. She gave me the number. She saw the numbers on the board, and she didn't know what she was seeing. So, I mean, unless you saw the show, you know what I'm talking. And if you don't, you have to come to the show. So
well, you guys will see a little clip right now of what he's done and everything, so you'll go ahead and know what he's talking about. So you're not like, what?
Telekinesis, the ability to move objects and bend metals just with the power of the mind.
Watch very carefully. Slowly and slowly, down and down, just like that, down and down. Oh!
It's like this. We all know that our heart works on electrical charge. But if you shut this charge off, the heart stops.
So basically, it is knowing how to activate people to bring the best out of them. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. You can never know.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody's ever perfect, right?
Nothing is perfect.
Have you ever had anything happen on stage? Maybe somebody fainted or was too like wowed?
Basically, a lot of things happened to me. I felt off stage once time.
That's fun.
Yeah, well, I stopped my heart, but that was planned.
That you're gonna say. How was that? You didn't plan that?
Long story. Lots of medication. You know.
You didn't plan that.
No, I did plan it. It was something that I worked for many years for.
Was that healthy for you, or
No, it was a what?
was that healthy? I mean, did it cause anything
No,
after?
it's not healthy. My wife didn't want to do it. She was on television and she was crying. It's not healthy, but I did it because it was a challenge. I like challenges.
Like me too. You're the person that if somebody says you can't do it, you'll do it.
No, I'll do it, but I'll do it on myself, not on other people.
Yeah. Well, that's wise. Master of the mind right here. All right. So, anything else that you want to share with us?
No, just love to see you all in the show, if it's not here and anywhere else. And thank you very much for coming and being part of the show. And talk about it. Bring as many people as you can, and let's make Miami the center of entertainment.
Bring Las Vegas to Miami, baby. Absolutely. All right, guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have an awesome night.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Stay tuned to Miami TV, and we'll see you just in a little bit. Bye-bye.